Welcome back to Whit Acres. I'm Cody. Over there is Echo. And we're gardening at home. Let me bring you in here close so you can see the tray. Okay, if you've been following along, you'll know this is the Brassica tray. Spin it around actually. This is what we started last week. We got the cauliflower, the broccoli, purple sprouting broccoli, Danish cabbage, Copenhagen market cabbage, and the pak choi Asian cabbage. I'm getting a pretty good sprouts here, but if you can tell, there's a couple holes, cells, two right here, that haven't sprouted. And if you're paying attention, we sowed multiple seeds per cell. So we have multiple sprouts. You can see there's 3 in here, 3 in there, 2 here, 3 there. And at this time, while they're nice and young, before the roots really start taking off, is when I like to spread them out, thin them down, and what I'll do is actually fill those empty cells with the multiples that sprouted. And how we do that is I'll take my number 2 pencil here, and looks like I need a Copenhagen cabbage here. So I'm going to make a nice deep hole, because even though these are small, they already have a pretty good taproot on them. I'm going to use this one. It has 2 in it, and they're actually spaced pretty good far apart. So I'll poke the pencil down in there. I use the tag actually to pull a little bit too. Plant marker. Get in there nice and deep, gently pulling up on them. Real gently. You can see you get them out. Then you can take them very gently. Now I have 2. Wait, 1 there. Take that taproot there and feed it down into the hole I've made already. Pack it in there nice and deep and tight. Now I'm going to firm this cell back up. Make a hole with a pencil. Make it big enough to get that root system in there. Gently take the next one, fill it into that hole. Doesn't have to go down perfectly straight. Just needs to get completely covered in the hole. Now I have a full set. And I'll be doing that with the rest of these. It looks like I only have 1 cell left. This one that's not actually have anything sprouted in it, and that's still the Copenhagen cabbage. So I'll make a nice hole for the Copenhagen cabbage. I'll find another set here. This one has 3, so I'll take that one. Stick my pencil in there almost to the bottom, start pulling up on it very gently. Break away the soil that's holding them together. Pretty much just searching for the root in here and how they're connected. There. That's 3 of them. 3 sprouts all tangled together. I'm going to take that and just gently pull it off. Look how long that taproot is. The taproot's taller than the sprout. So what we'll do, make that hole nice and deep and drop it down in there. Doesn't have to go straight down in, but you want to try and get it all in the hole without breaking any of it. And we'll firm that one in. very gently. The roots need something to grab onto, so you can't have real loose soil. Pack that hole. Make a hole with a diver, big enough for it to fit in, fairly deep. Now I have two more here. See which one comes out better. Both came out just fine. So this one's a little less leggy, so that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to drop that one straight in the hole. Use your diver if you have to and get it all sunk in there. You don't have to be extremely cautious, but you do want to take some care to not kill it, not snap that one root it has, because it doesn't have any other roots to recover from. So there we go. There's the Brassica tray. Every cell has a sprout, at least one sprout in it. And I mean, that's still a good cabbage plant, but I have what I need, so that'll just get discarded. For the rest of these that have multiple in them, I'll go through, try and find the one that's not leggy, or try and find the strongest sprout. And then I trim the rest of them out, because I don't want them all growing in there, all fighting for root space. Rather give them a good bit of root space to start with, and they should have less trouble. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go single out the strongest ones, and then I'll put this back under my lights in the grow room. Okay, here we are in my grow room where I'm starting the seeds. There's the tray of Brassicas that we just saw in the beginning of the video. All looking good and even. Here's the tray of herbs we started a few days ago. So you can see there's some thyme coming up, a couple chives, the oregano's sprouting, and I do see one or two mint coming up. Still waiting on the rosemary and the parsley. Now the rosemary might not come up because it wants to be cold stratified, and I didn't do that with this round. I do have a pack of seeds, or some seeds of the rosemary, cold stratifying now, so I can start them here in a few weeks. Here is the 6-pack of Tokyo white long bunching onions. You can see they're all nice and sprouting up now. And then the tray of red onions, bulbing onions. A lot of those are starting to sprout a lot quicker than the white onions. They're not really sprouting. There's one in there if you can see it, and one there coming up if you can see it. So that's why we start the onions early, so because they take a little while. The Brassicas too, and definitely the herbs will take some time, no pun intended. So yep, that's the update of round 1 seed starting. If you want to follow along, pretty soon we'll be starting round 2, and that'll be the peppers and some more. So please follow along, and if you want to see the rest, subscribe down below so you can follow along as we get this garden started. Alright, that's all for now. See you next time. One more thing before you go, I wanted to let you know, starting multiple seeds in your cell pack isn't a waste. After you thin all your seedlings, these are edible. You can still eat these as microgreens, so enjoy. See you next time.